Okay, why is it plutonium torture sad dog?
Sad dog? I thought it said sad day. Oh no. I don't like those words together. You're fired. No, I'm sad. Hello, and welcome. We are the Ladies of Strange. I'm Ashley.
I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Rebecca.
Thank you for joining us each week as we discuss
the history, mystery, and theory
Of all things questionable, odd, and eerie.
and see how uncomfortable we can make Rebecca.
So far, we're doing great, I think.
It is a lot always.
Mission accomplished.
It's gotten to the point where, like, I will text Tiffany gifs of people walking out of doors.
Just to show how done with topics you are.
And it doesn't, like, actually affect whether or not the conversation stops. It just makes me feel better.
Which is fair. It's a visual cue that I have pushed you to that limit, but
It doesn't stop us.
it doesn't stop us. And your limit is, what am I trying to say?
Increasing.
Yeah, increasing.
You're getting more stamina against our inappropriateness.
More stamina against the inappropriateness.
Yeah. I'm
It's
proud
exciting.
of you. Your
I am
endurance level is getting up there. You're working so hard.
So is my alcohol tolerance. Kidding, Mom.
Are you?
I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
So other than us driving Rebecca to alcoholism, how is everyone doing today?
I don't know why I exercise. It's a trap. Don't do it, people.
I told you that.
Don't exercise, not even once.
Meth. Not even
Mess. Not even bar. Not even once.
I feel like I have a boogie.
You need
Okay.
a tissue?
Okay, that type of boogie. I'm like, do you need to dance for a second?
I feel like I need to boogie.
That's a fair question.
What is
On
it?
the disco.
That's great in stereo.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
Is that better?
Is that what he says? Hi, yo.
I think it's like on the disco.
On the disco round.
High. I thought it was high. Yeah.
I thought it was on the disco round.
I like the nightlife.
I like the nightlife. I like the boogie.
Anyway, how are you doing, Tiffany?
My daughter's
it
vagina
is.
is sealing itself shut, which is great.
On the disco round. Oh,
I was
yeah.
right.
Well, you know.
So, Ashley, how are you doing?
I'm great. And I love when I realize how completely wrong I've been singing lyrics my entire life. Kind of like the, is it the Panic at the Disco song? Nope. All American Rejects. Please just don't play with me.
My paper heart will bleed.
This Wait for Destiny won't do. Be with me.
Hold on. We need to sing the song so that I can get into it.
Please just don't play with me. My paper heart will bleed. This Wait for Destiny won't do. Be with me, please.
I beseech you.
Or if you're high school Ashley, be with me, please have a seat you. Yeah, we were at their concert and I'm rocking out and I hear everybody else singing. I'm like, what did you just say?
Are those the words?
That makes so
much
more
more
sense. Be with me, please have a seat you.
I imagine you, like, going hard in a mosh pit, then having, like, this aha moment while everyone else around
I
you.
mean, he didn't really mosh at All American Rejects, but yeah, I mean, we were right up on the stage and I was just like, what?
And everyone was like, oh, the drugs just hit her system.
Even though that totally explains me in relationships, I'm like, be with me, but back up a little bit, okay? But hold me, but no, sit down. I am a Gemini through and through.
You're a hugger. How?
Because I like it on my terms for short periods of time. I'm like, oh, I love you so much. Okay, this is too much affection.
See, I don't relate to that from the Gemini side at all. I'm just like, I'm on this side always.
See, I am on the opposite end always. I'm like, give me all the
You're
affection.
a Leo.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about the limelight. Give me all the affection. Wait, no, I did not say stop. Give me all the affection.
Yeah, and I'm an all or nothing kind of gal.
Whereas I'm like, don't touch me.
Look, we all work together so well. We're like the numbers that all fit together.
Mm-hmm. Except you might be an irrational number.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I was thinking an imaginary number.
Oh, golly. Alrighty, Tiffany. What are we learning about today?
Numbers.
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
Irrationality. Irrationality?
Well, we will be talking about something that might seem irrational, and there are numbers that I will say during this. Actually, I got to convert acres to ha's today.
Do ha-has?
Yeah, because it's acres is AC, and what's it called?
Hectares?
Yes, is HA. So I was reading
Hectares.
through my notes, and I was like, this many acres. That many ha's? Yes.
See, now we're going to get a text from Tiffany in the future. It's like, that was 2 ha's, which is X many acres. And we're like, Tiffany, that's silly. Stop.
That's silly. God, you're funny. Because it's ha's. Oh. So you know how I was playing with that converter earlier?
Yep.
In my notes, it says this many acres, in parentheses, this many ha's. I didn't need to convert.
Oh, honey. That's a lot of ha's.
If I needed a moment to define your life, that was it.
But, I'm proud of you for using your skills and searching for the answer for yourself.
Using my resources.
Yes.
I'm so
very
proud of you.
Thank you.
Doing a great job.
You guys want to hear about something that might be a little sad?
Can we
Yeah.
go back to the ha's?
Well, actually, the ha's is one of the first things we talked
1
about.
acre. Ha ha ha.
All right, you've got 1,999 more to go.
Why are we, what?
It's 2,000 acres.
For,
We'll get there. Okay, so you guys ready to learn about my
You
talk?
said 1,199.
Did
more
I
to
say
go.
1,199?
I'm pretty sure you did.
I meant 1,999.
Either way, carry on, my wayward
I'm
son.
good at math.
I'm not.
I am going to flick you in your nose. Okay.
I might deserve it.
Fair. Okay. In 1859, James White, who is a retired...
Was tired. He was very tired.
All right, guys. We're in 1959. James White, a retired lawyer and co-owner of the J&J White Chemical Works in Rutherglen, Scotland, bought Overtoun Farm and built a beautiful mansion on his 2,000 acres, which is 810 ha's.
Daily? Weekly?
Hmm?
When do you get in your house? Daily? Weekly?
Daily when you're around, because you're so funny looking. Oh, I'm sorry.
Was this topic suggested to you by someone?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I think somebody mentioned it, and I was like, that's fascinating. And they said, well, cover it.
So why do we need to know how many hectares are in?
I just wanted to play with hectares. It's not important at all. It actually started out as 900 acres, and then he eventually
Accumulated
yeah.
land. Got it.
Okay, so the Overtoun house is located near, I'm sorry, CK. I'm going to screw up some names. Near Dumbarton in West Dunbartonshire, Scotland.
Western Buttonshire.
That's not what I said, but yes. Okay, so in 1888, James White dies, and after his wife passes away, his son John moved to the estate in 1981.
Okay.
Hold on. You just said in 1888 his wife died, and then in 1950 what? I'm very confused.
1891. Where'd you hear 1951?
Did she not just say 19?
We started at 1851, and now we're in 1888, which apparently everyone's dead. Who are we talking about?
All right, dates aren't super, super important,
Okay.
so we're just going to... Quick timeline.
Wife dies. Kid moves.
1859. He acquires the land,
Okay.
knocks down a farm, builds his mansion.
Okay.
84, he dies. Fast forward a couple years, his wife dies, and his son, in 1891, takes over the property.
Okay.
He ends up acquiring some of the land that was next to theirs to expand. And once he does, the eastern and western portion of the lands have this big, it's called an Overtoun burn. Basically, there's this like waterfall in between the lands and a big ditch. And they can...
A river?
No,
Okay.
it's not a river.
Okay.
It's not that big.
Okay.
But they couldn't get stuff from point A to point B. So he built Overtoun Bridge.
Okay.
Overtoun Bridge, I think. So 1908, John White dies. He's childless, so his nephew gets the land, but his wife continues to live there until she dies in 1931, in which after that, his nephew gave the house to the people of Dunbarton in 1938.
Just beast out.
Yeah, well, he was never in Scotland, so he was like, I've got this land. I'm not going to do anything with it. You guys, as a town or as a place, you can have it and do what you want with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Who are we talking about?
We're not talking about any
Okay.
body. I was
Okay.
just giving you a brief history of...
Because I am very confused, because so far everyone's dead except the nephew who does not live there.
Correct. And the nephew gave it to the people.
Nephew pieced out.
Exactly. He said in his wonderful British accent, it's yours, but I'm not going to imitate a British accent. So,
No, I don't want to offend.
well, I would offend myself with how bad it was. The house has been used as a home for injured soldiers and locals during World War II, a maternity hospital. It's a religious youth facility right now. There have been movies shot there. Like, cool, right? What's so special about this house, you might ask?
Haunted.
You gonna ask?
What's so special about this house, Tiffany?
Nothing really. It's beautiful and I'd love to visit it, but it's not really special in any way.
The end. Everyone died and now people
Yay.
celebrate.
That was 0 acres.
0 Haas.
Yeah.
The Overtoun Bridge, on the other hand, has a story of its own. Ooh, suspenseful. In the 1950s, this bridge became known as the Bridge of Death or the Suicide Dog Bridge.
Wait. Why did it...
Ashley's taking off her headphones and leaving for the day. Ashley, I promise.
What is happening? Oh, she's getting more wine. Why are we talking about suicidal dogs?
We'll wait on Ashley.
Do we just need to get you a straw?
She's just going to drink from the bottle.
Silent pour.
That's for you guys. I'll take the bottle. I don't like it.
I mean, fine. I told you this episode might get a little sad.
Yeah, I thought you were going to talk about like a loving couple committing suicide or something.
That's the kind of sad I'm used to.
I'm the person who goes on the website to see if a dog dies in a movie before I watch it. Okay.
Well, buckle up, honey. Bucker up, Bucker. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Bucker up, Buttercup.
That's because this bridge became known as the Bridge of Death or the Suicide Dog Bridge. That's because dogs have started leaping off the bridge to their deaths,
Why?
apparently without reason. 50 dogs have died after making the jump since the 1950s. And during that period, some sources said 500, some sources said 600 dogs have made the leap and survived.
So basically what you're telling me is I need to go to Scotland and be a troll on this bridge and save all these dogs. Got it. CK, I'm coming.
Ashley has found her calling.
I need room and board.
She's going to
He
be
doesn't live there.
a troll bridge for dogs.
Yep.
The situation for each jump is usually the same. Clear, sunny day, long-nosed breed, and they all jumped from the same spot between the last two ramparts on the right side of the bridge.
What? Why don't they just block that off?
I don't know. It's so prominent that a local member of parliament called on the Dumbarton Council to erect a clearly marked warning sign around the area, letting dog owners know to be aware. The sign.
You do understand dogs can't read.
No, the owners. It says dangerous bridge. Please keep your dogs on leash, or keep your dog on a leash.
Yeah, but most of these are probably like strays that.
No, this is a walking path that a lot of people take their dogs on.
And that'd be awful to be taking your dog on a walk and just commit suicide. Why are you telling us about this?
Well, I have some possible whys.
Okay.
And I know we're early, but let's go ahead and take a drink break before we dive into
Well,
this.
we do need to catch up with Ashley, so shall I mix something up for me and Tiffany?
Please do.
Okay.
I just keep drinking what I get.
What's going on, true crime fans? I'm your host, Heath.
And I'm your other host, Daphne.
And we're from Going West,
a true crime podcast where we discuss various murders, disappearances, and unsolved crimes.
We release new episodes every Monday, and each week we have a different case to dive into.
You can find us over on Instagram at Going West Podcast.
And on Twitter at Going West Pod.
Listen to some of our episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
You can also find us over on Patreon, patreon.com/goingwestpodcast, where you can get exclusive, bonus, ad-free episodes every month.
If you're looking for a new true crime binge, check out Going West.
For everybody out there in the world, keep it real and stay weird.
Cheerio.
We're back.
You sound awfully cheerful, Ashley.
It's good drink break.
Good drink break. You ready to talk about
Let's wrap this up. I got a DJ gig to get to.
So let's talk about suicidal dogs.
Oh, DJ gig canceled.
Now Rebecca knows what that is, so now she drinks wine.
So,
Dogs?
no, I'm just picturing.
Nope.
Okay, so.
Should we try again?
No, we're good. So
Okay.
there are a couple theories on why this happens.
Is one of them squirrels?
Actually, don't.
Are you all right over there?
It's so bad.
Oh, sorry, the window's open.
No, it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
And the entire southeast is yellow.
We should probably close that.
No, it's fine. I'm good now. I can't read that. No, we'll talk about squirrels later. Oh, pollen is a mother fudger. So, paranormal explanations are out there, and they're my favorite. Oh, no.
Are they now? Paranormal explanations are really your favorite?
We know how she likes the
Because
ghosts.
I have audio footage that says otherwise.
Audio footage?
Audio footage. That's a thing. I've had wine. Don't judge.
Wow. Actually, one of my favorite theories on why this happened, I didn't put in here, so I'm just going to tell you about it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm definitely not going to get the name of
Tiffany's
the place
version. Let's do it.
Right. Yes. You get the raw and
Going
uncut.
off book. Oh, copyright. Off script.
Off book is a...
It's the name of another podcast, and I just sang their theme song. We're going off script. Carry on.
My wayward son. So
Those are two brothers I could get behind. Anyway.
I think you'd want them to get behind you. But
but
dumb chum.
So these paranormal theories.
there's a Celtic saying that heaven and earth are only 3 feet apart, but in the thin places that distance is even smaller. Don't look around.
3 feet? Mm-hmm. I was going to say I could jump 3 feet, but that's a
That
lie.
explains why toddlers are so happy.
Creepy to think about. Anyway, okay, so we're getting back to this. Thin places are places where the boundaries between heaven and earth is especially thin or even non-existent. Some believe that the bridge is a thin place, and since dogs are more in tune to the supernatural, they sense this, and they're either freaked out by the overload to the senses because you're getting like the earthly senses and our stimuli, and then the otherworldly stimuli. So they either get freaked out and their fight or flight kicks in, and they fly.
No.
Oh, that's so. I mean, they try.
Oh, no. A bad joke
Or
is bad.
or they are intrigued and want to explore the thin place even more. So that's what some people think. Not too many people believe that one. The locals, they believe that it's the White Lady of Overtown. The local legend is that the White Lady of Overtown is believed to be the ghost of ex-estate owner John White's grieving widow. She is thought to haunt the property to this day. Locals have talked of ghost sightings in the windows and around the grounds, and some believe that the ghostly lady is likely compelling canines to jump to their deaths.
What the hell?
Why? I don't like her.
I mean,
Go hunt people, bitch.
Right?
I don't. Maybe she's trying to get to them, and the dogs are protecting them, and then she's like,
Oh, that makes me
"GTF out,
sadder.
GTFO, get out of my way."
No.
That makes me
And
sadder.
she needs to double die.
That makes me sad.
Mm-hmm. Man's best friend,
Mm.
Paul Owen. He is a I tell you what he is later. Okay. Paul Owen has written a book on the Overtoun Bridge, The Baron of Rainbow Bridge, and said when Baron Overtoun, who is John White, bought the bridge, died in 1908, Lady Overtoun was said to have wandered the bridge grief-stricken for years. Mr. Owens is a philosophy and religion teacher in Glasgow, and he said that people who have walked to the bridge have described going from being happy one minute to going into a deep depression the next.
Same.
Quote, a lot of people have experienced a strange presence on the bridge itself, and many have seen ghosts around the estate. I had a very strange experience when I was researching my book and taking photographs of the estate. I was standing on the bridge when I felt a phantom finger jab me in the back twice. It felt like I was on a train platform and somebody was trying to push me off. It was very scary. It's a very strange place. One of the things peculiar to the location is that it can seem very peaceful and tranquil, but can turn at a moment's notice.
Whoa.
Spooky.
Yes.
I don't want a ghostly finger poking me.
No, you don't want one. Could you imagine if you're a dog and that comes at you, you're like, oh, fuck, and you run? They think that's why Lady Overtoun is...
A cunt.
Overtown is... Yes. Ooh, this one I thought was fun.
Oh, yeah, this topic is just real lighthearted and...
I mean, I try to keep it, what am I? The...
Spunky or wild card?
Yeah.
The Leo.
Fair. But this one, yeah. So, some people believe it's the curse of evil Baron Overtoun.
What do these people have against dogs?
I don't know. That's never really explained.
So this curse.
I think the big thing is since dogs are so sensitive, like more in tune to that world, that they're more susceptible, I guess.
I guess, but Okay.
So the curse of evil Baron Overtoun. Early in his career, he joined his father's business, which his father had that chemical company, of which he became a partner. And after his father's death, White and his cousin became sole partners in what is now known as the Shawfield Chemical Works, which was the largest of its kind in the world, employing about 500 men in 1909. The main product was, nobody yell at me for getting this wrong, potassium dichromate?
Yeah.
Yes! Okay. Which, I thought of you, which was then known as bichromate of potash.
Hey.
Sausage King?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, look at me remembering episodes.
We're also smart.
I know it.
So potassium. I got it right once, y'all. Potassium dichromate is a common inorganic chemical, most commonly used as an oxidizing agent in various laboratory and industrial applications. It is acutely and chronically harmful to health. So, this person whose name I'm probably going to get wrong. Oh, wait, no.
Did you do a pronunciation guide?
No. They have the same name as somebody you and I were talking about earlier. Lionel Richie. It's actually Lionel Alexander Richie. But not the Lionel Richie we're talking about. Wrote in the Oxford Dictionary of National Biography that Baron Overtoun would be remembered solely for his... I don't think that's the right word. Solely for his peerless philanthropy and Christian zeal, were it not for the fact that the source of his wealth was from a chemical works where the wages and working conditions were scandalous. White led the Sunday Rest and the Lord's Day Observation Society, but nevertheless insisted that his employees work 7 days a week and docked his workers' wages if they took time off to go to church. The millions he donated to various charitable causes came at least in part from paying his workers some of the lowest wages in the country.
That's not cool.
Yeah. So one of the politicians around that time, not going to get his name right at all, took an interest in the working conditions of the laborers in the chemical industry, and in 1899 exposed conditions at White's work in a series of pamphlets entitled White Slaves, published in the Labor Leader and distributed in the thousands. Safety regulations introduced in 1893 were largely ignored, and workers were forced to operate in unventilated areas without efficient protective equipment.
Oh, no.
So dangerous was the toxic dust to which they were exposed that they were known locally as White's dead men.
Oh, my God.
In response to the various claims about working conditions, Thomas Legge, the first medical inspector of factories, visited White's chemical works and others. His reports published in 1900 concluded that 83% of workers in chrome factories suffered from a perforated or ulcerated septum.
Oh.
20% suffered from unhealed chrome holes, deep ulcerations of the skin, and sometimes even penetrated as deep as the bone.
Ugh.
So this guy, he was like known to be this religious, like all saving guy, like primo, got ordained as a baron. I don't even know how that works. But the church made him a baron because of all of his great work. Was doing all of this.
He was actually a slave driver.
Yes. So some people think it's the curse of the evil baron that is causing all of these weird
again, why
instances.
the puppies?
I don't know. I really don't. It makes me sad.
It makes me very sad.
Yes. There's one. This is the one that I'm going to mention that I think was like super fascinating, but I didn't write down. So details may be a little wonky. But there is a town near there. The leading cause of death for men in that area is suicide. Over traffic accidents and heart disease and all that, it's suicides. And there have been studies showing that like dogs kind of, I don't want to say they're mind readers, but like their owners can do something away from them and the dogs react as if the owner was around doing it near them.
Oh, no.
Yes. So some people think that because there's such a high suicide rate in the place near there, the dogs pick up on that and jump to their deaths. I don't believe that one, but I thought it was fascinating.
That's so sad.
It is sad. It's all really sad.
But it wouldn't be...
It's not their owners.
Yeah. Which I don't think, if that was the case, I don't think that would happen. Because I feel like dogs have a person.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see that connection.
Yeah.
But I don't know, but I don't like it.
Well, I have the most logical explanation here, which I figured Rebecca would appreciate logic.
Mm-hmm. It's squirrels, isn't it?
No.
Okay.
But yes.
What?
It's mice.
Dr. David Sands, a canine psychologist, traveled to Dumbarton in 2015 to solve the mystery of Overtoun Bridge. He noted that his dog, Hendrix, who was 19 years old at this time and had survived a plunge off of the bridge, was on full alert. He concluded that one of her senses was so triggered that she felt an unrestraining urge to investigate. The doctor decided to figure out which overloaded sense caused dogs to jump. He quickly eliminated sight, since the ivory-covered granite of the things was all that was visible from dog's eye view. Although there was a lot of sound like the rush of water below, some locals theorized that a nuclear base at a nearby telephone pylons or some sort of structural anomaly in the bridge's construction was emitting a disturbing frequency that only animals could hear. Sands brought in experts to test the entire span of the bridge, but they concluded that there was nothing unusual anywhere in the area. Having ruled out sight and sound, Sands predicted that a strong scent was overstimulating the dogs, causing them to climb over the bridge. He realized there was a concentrated grouping of nests of squirrels, mice, and mink underneath the bridge. To narrow down which of these may have been the most appealing to dogs, Sands individually tested 10 long-nosed pups, 70% of whom headed straight for the mink, unaware of all else. So the smell of mink is a super strong, musky, and utterly irresistible to dogs. Kind of smells like ferrets, and if you've ever been around a ferret, you know that
ask if it
distinct.
smell like ferrets.
You know that distinct ferret smell.
What? I didn't have 2 of those.
Oh boy.
Not only would that explain the consistency and weather on the days that they jump, since scents are strongest on dry days, but the timeline is consistent. The doggy deaths date back to the time when mink was first introduced to the area sometime in the 1950s.
Oh, so it doesn't have any natural predators.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of them.
Even still, Dr. Sands has said, just me as a person, for getting a dog, all your senses are on fire. It's got a strange feeling to it. So that's the most logical explanation, but a lot of people have asked, like, why this particular bridge and why not other areas where mink is very common?
Right.
but we don't really have an answer to that.
So we still don't know.
We still don't know. There was another really sad thing that happened on this one, and I'm just going to mention it super briefly because it breaks my cardinal rule and it makes me really sad. A guy who was severely depressed and tried to kill himself immediately afterwards by jumping off the bridge was taken into Overtoun House and grabbed knives and tried to slit his own wrist, and now he's permanently living in a institution. He threw his 2-week-old son over the bridge.
No.
So that's Overtoun Bridge, and it's awful and terrible, but
Tiffany, why?
I don't know. When I read that, and it popped up in every article I read, and I wanted to beat my screen up every time I saw it. But yeah, that's Overtoun Bridge, and 500 to 600 dogs in the past 70 years have jumped off of it.
But it's still happening.
Yes.
And they haven't done anything to like prevent this from happening.
They have a sign up. They don't know why it's happening, so they don't know how to prevent it.
Their sign is bullshit. First of all,
I mean, fences, yo.
right?
Like, just
Guard it somehow. Make it to where
they did say that this bridge is a List B structure. I think that's what it said.
okay.
But basically, it's like protected as a historical thing. So I don't know if they
600
can.
dogs.
There's still a way to like put something around it or
Like
to
a net.
Something without altering the structure. And
Well-
there's obviously an issue.
Right to
Oh, I'm writing to Scotland.
Dear Scotland.
dear Scotland.
F yo bridges. And send me all your puppies.
Sincerely, Rose Ashley.
Right. I just want to go home and cuddle my
P.S.
dogs.
I want Bobby and cheese sticks.
Fair.
We had
for
an
he's not
interesting drink
Scottish.
break discussion that will become a Patreon mini episode. Anyway,
Yeah, if you want to know about our Queer Eye discussions, just hop on over to Patreon.
I had a random number follow me. Call me.
Your
No more-
brain's all confuzzled.
her brain is on Rose.
Please.
I know. It's sad. It's really sad.
Tiffany.
Look, you guys can't be the only bitches bringing the sad shit.
but you're Little Miss Rainbow.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but
Your
sometimes-
positivity is excruciating. What's up with this story?
Hey, sometimes we all need to go to our dark place, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And hers just happens to be like
Real dark.
real dark.
She's real sweet, but when she gets dark, she gets
gets
real
real
dark.
dark.
I love how like
Richard
Ashley can be
Gene
supporting
Simmons.
you in any way possible, literally any way possible, and you're just like, yeah, I am that.
Look, she's real nice, but sometimes she's not that bright. Yeah, I'm real nice. Yeah. Real nice.
Oh, golly. It's not my fault I have a muted palette.
What?
Not bright.
Ah,
She has a muted palette.
I was thinking like a quiet palate for some reason, like mouth palate. Anyway, because we're drinking
Ew,
wine.
Mouth palette. Ew, why does that? Ew, I don't like that combination of words.
This is where we differ so much.
On that note,
Remember, friends,
if words make you cringe,
we're your go-to podcast for your cringy needs. Because we say words.
if you have any questionable topics you'd like us to discuss, you can share them with us on any of our social medias. Links can be found on our website, theladiesofstrange.com, or you can email them to us at theladiesofstrange@gmail.com.
Don't forget, everyone has something that they find odd. Let us tell you why it's not. You keep forgetting that week by week. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. And if you think we're doing a great job and want to support the show and hear about our Queer Eye fantasies, you can find us on Patreon. Keep it strange, lovelies.
Bye, bitches.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, Bobby.
Bye, guys.
Bobby. Cheese sticks. I want cheese sticks with Bobby.
And